Joe B looking sharp with the double-breasted suit.
As always.
Looks like he's ready for the puck to drop. Joe B, I've not seen you since the Olympics.
Yes.
How fun was that?
That's amazing, and you understand why the league and the Players Association goes through all the hoops to get to this every time they are possibly able to do it in a 4-year period. They just love the way it looks, best on best. And we all as hockey fans benefit because when I was watching, I only saw really the gold medal games first period. I was on the road doing an assignment, and I saw the first period, and it was played at warp speed, and you just realize how talented, how good those two teams are in a tournament full of great teams. But when you got the United States and Canada together, I knew we were going to be in for something special, and obviously that Olympic tournament delivered.
Game-winning goal scored by Jack Hughes.
Yeah.
I thought his brother Quinn was kind of the belle of the ball, and the coming out party. Everyone knows how good he is, but coming out of that tournament, you go, wow, that's special, that's unique. You've got ties to the Hughes family.
I do, for a long ways back, and this is people are going to call BS on this, but this is the truth. I swear to you. My dad worked with Quinn, Jack, and Luke's dad. So I know the grandfather, okay? I played hockey against Quinn, Jack, and Luke's dad. He and I were playing hockey against each other and lacrosse against each other. Jimmy Hughes was 1 year younger than me. The mom, Ellen Weinberg Hughes, I'd broadcast games with on CSTV in the early 2000s.
No way.
Ellen's brother, Adam, and I went to college together.
Wow.
It keeps going.
You're like the first cousin of the family.
Joe Beninati.
When I met Luke Hughes, the youngest, who's the defender in New Jersey, Luke couldn't have been more than 6 years old. And you knew he was going to be the biggest of the three boys from a physical standpoint. But the other two are and so is Luke, but the other two are amazing skaters. What Quinn does, it's like he doesn't have any ligaments in his ankles. I don't know how his escapability, the edge work that he uses, it's tremendous. And then Jack is a super high-end offensive talent.
Let's get to the work the Capitals have to do. These last couple nights almost were a microcosm of it, Joe, where they win, they take care of their business, first game out of the break, and they got pretty much no help last night. It's just kind of how it feels. Like nobody's going to do it for you right now. This is a sprint, and you got to win what you can control here. They got a really tough road ahead of them.
They do, and Schedule Maker does them no favors coming back out of the Olympic break with 3 games in 4 nights, and these 2 assignments tonight and tomorrow are extremely difficult. Vegas is a front-running team out in the Pacific. They always are. Their record isn't as extraordinary as it usually is, but they're welcoming 5 Olympians back to their roster tonight, and they just beat L.A. without those 5 guys. Very impressive. Great coaching from Bruce Cassidy there. And then we get into Montreal late this evening. By the time we cross the border, by the time we get to the hotels, it'll be early in the morning. Montreal is off. You've already beaten Montreal twice. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in the NHL. So these 2 games in particular, I think you learn a lot. I like the way Washington came out of the break. I thought there were snippets of the game against Philadelphia that were really, really good. Spencer Carberry's told us he thinks it's high 90s point total to get into the playoffs. So that means you're going to need to win 2/3 of your games from here on out. And that really puts the onus on the guys and the staff to get the job done.
And we were speculating on a minimum of 15 wins out of 23, and maybe to be really comfortable 16 or 17, and they've got one of them. And so each of these nights is another opportunity, but this is a tall order here, to your point, in the next 28 or 30 hours or so. They will get Tom Wilson back tonight. How big of a lift do we expect that to be?
Awesome. Spoke with him. Media spoke with him this morning. Looking, sounding fit as a fiddle, ready to go. And I just marvel at what Tom's done over the course of the last 12 years that we've known him. He's still the team's leading goal scorer. He's the team's leading point scorer, leads the team in penalty minutes, leads the team in power play goal. I could go on and on and on about how much he's worked on his craft and become such an incredibly valuable player in all facets of the game. I was overjoyed that he got the chance to play for Team Canada. He performed well for them. I think the reviews for Tom were extremely good in that sense. So, yes, when you get him back, you're getting a vital piece of the puzzle to the Washington Capitals lineup.
You know the voice. It's Joe Beninati, the voice of the Washington Capitals here on G&D. For these last, now, 22 games, I guess, in this sprint, who could kind of we use a little fader turned up on. You know what I mean? Just maybe a little bit more from. Tough ask. Again, we already mentioned how challenging the schedule is, but who kind of needs to step their game up a little bit if they're going to get to where they want to go?
Danny, as you asked the question, it started to roll and spin through, and I'm looking at to me, it's Connor McMichael. McMichael's had by measurables, not a great season, but when you talk to coaching staff and his wingers and his line mates, they're all like, he's playing well, he's just not being rewarded. So if all of a sudden it were to click for Connor, that would be the direct answer to your question. Guys like Chychrun and Wilson have done it all year. Alex Ovechkin is still the second leading goal scorer and second leading point producer at the age of 40 on this team. He's been a constant. Somebody like McMichael and then the addition of Dubois. Where does Pierre-Luc Dubois go? Because when he's right, and again, he's coming off of an in-season surgery, so you don't know what to expect. You don't know how much to ask. He's ready. He's put in all the work. The doctors and the athletic trainers and all the medical staff that have been working with him have done a terrific job. If he can be Pierre-Luc Dubois, then you've really added a nice piece there. And there's another guy, and it just so happens they may be on the same line together quite a bit, who can really push that offense.
Joe Beninati on Grant and Danny. We're live at Capital One Arena. If you're coming to the game, stop by our setup at sections 106, 107 in the main concourse, and please say hello. I want to ask you about Ovi, and it's an unanswerable question because we still don't know if this is the last ride or not. And I'm frankly surprised by that. I would love for him to tell this team what he's doing. It's just better for them and better for business. And I'd also, frankly, selfishly as a fan base, like to be able to celebrate him properly for an elongated period. I understand why he may not want that. But you know him better than anybody. You've been around him for 2 decades almost here. Why do you think he is undecided right now? What do you think's going on?
I'm not sure that he is undecided.
Okay.
I hate answering your question with a question. Do we really know? Has he already told the Caps brass, management, ownership, has he already told them what's in line for next year? We don't know that. What we know is that it's still TBD. Okay, if that's the case, you're asking me why Alex would want to keep it quiet. I just think last year the chase was so overwhelming to him and upon his teammates, to all-consuming that chase was for the entire group. And it's not like Alex doesn't like the spotlight, but I don't think he wants that spotlight again foisted upon his team just that quickly after 895 was surpassed. Yeah. I just think he wants to relax. And I just don't think he wants to go into every port of call, every city remaining and going, hey, Alex, it's your last time. I would greatly imagine that there are tickets for sale tomorrow night in Montreal, knowing how hockey mad they are and how incredible Ovechkin has been at Bell Center through the years. There are a lot of people who are thinking, hey, this might be Alex's last time here. I wouldn't be surprised if tickets are through the roof tomorrow.
It's hilarious you say that. So I have a buddy who's in Montreal.
There we go.
Bachelor party. They wanted to go to the Caps game tomorrow. They went last night instead because of the ticket prices. Mm-hmm. Last night was fairly reasonable. The Caps game is not at all, and so you're on it. I wanted to ask Joe B. that we were talking earlier. This was well before you got here, off air, apropos of nothing. We were talking about lockerisms, right? So you had a new one that you've been trying out.
Which one was that?
The new lockerism was Find Their Game, Joe B.
Yeah.
So we've always done Hold It Here.
Everyone knows
here.
Hold It Here.
Yes.
Right?
Hold it here. But the other one I've always loved is That's a Big Rig, Joe B.
Yeah.
But your new one that you've been working on.
The Caps need to find their game, Joe.
Yeah.
Right?
Good.
Find their game.
I'll give you another one.
Yeah.
In a nutshell. That's so-and-so's game in a nutshell.
Oh.
He likes that.
What kind of shell has a nut like this?
He likes that.
I would not have pulled that.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
As soon as you said it,
he likes that.
That's Leno in a nutshell, Joe.
He likes that one. And when a guy gets a penalty called against them that they're not a fan of, he's giving them the what for.
Oh, yeah.
He goes to the referee, what for? That's another big one.
That's a really
That's a lot.
That's in there. That's in there quite a bit.
I can dig that. What cologne are we working with tonight?
The one that you like. So
This is my one.
No, listen to me. It's been the only cologne I've used for the last 5 years.
Well,
at least.
I think it's the one I always ask him about. I'm telling you.
It's Clive
the
Christian
scent
Rock
is,
Rose.
God, it's so good. It's
Clive
just
Christian
good.
Rock Rose.
But he has a way of applying it that I always underdo it or overdo it.
So I got to tell you, I've been doing the Joe B.
Guys, we're going Cologne now.
We
I've been
are.
doing the Joe
We
B,
always
so-
finish with Cologne.
We Cologne.
Because I sit here and it's just so perfect. and it's
Cologne,
just-
Germany.
Yes.
Well, so when I do it now, based on Joe
You do
B's
the Joe B.
recommendation, so I go
Jab.
2 to the wrist, right? Instant wrist touching, like Wonder Twin powers activate.
Wrist to
I
wrist.
go behind the ears, right to the belly button.
That's an awful lot.
Right to the belly
That's
button.
an awful lot.
See, he always tells you this.
It's an awful lot.
Yeah.
But
I can't do that.
I have such an Elon Musk that
Elon Musk.
it overwhelms it, and so I need a little bit because by the time I get someplace, it's already gone.
I've never done the wrist pulse points. It's just
You go right to the belly button, and that's it.
right here.
You spray the belly button?
It's higher than the belly button, but yeah.
Okay.
You knew this. This is
But
this is
you
the Joe
spray
B.
directly on the shirt. But there's
no, not on the
no,
shirt.
no.
No.
No. On the skin, Joe B?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But there's no hands or anything?
No.
So what I'm smelling is just what you sprayed right on
What
you.
time is it now? This would have been
This is
4:55.
4:55.
Okay, so by the time I'm on the road, it's 3:20. So this is at 3:00.
Wow.
See what I'm saying?
The perfect amount of cologne.
The belly cologne.
Belly.
I do that now. But now the one of my touch points is the belly button because that's what Joe B said.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
This
Too
is
funny.
How every conversation ends, man. Maybe, but not when we're on the phone.
When will Clive Christian call me? That's the thing.
Exactly.
That company, they charge a good piece for that too. by the
Yeah,
way.
that's
Ooh.
going to be on. I've looked it up before, and I'm like, nah, we're not going to do that. But maybe for Christmas. Maybe I'll tell my wife for Christmas. I'll put it on the list.
There we go.
Joe B, you the man.
Thank
As
you, my
always.
friends.
Great
Great
call,
to
buddy.
see you.
Let's call some goals tonight, huh?
Oh, I think there'll be some goals. For Washington to win this one, they're going to have to score some goals. Definitely.
I saw a stat yesterday that blew my mind, and at least part of this is not going to change tonight. Ovechkin and Carlson, neither of them have a power play goal at home all season.
That's correct.
I
That's
mean, that
hard to
hasn't
believe.
happened since
That's impossible
before
to
they
believe,
were
and you
here.
stole my thunder because that's going to happen tonight.
You
I
think?
think Alex does get one tonight, but it has been that long without a power play goal at home. Crazy.
That is
John's
insane.
never scored against Vegas during the regular season. Scored a couple of really big goals in 2018 against
I'll
them.
take those. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
True, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Matt Roy has outscored John Carlson against Vegas 3-0 in the regular season.
Sportsman.
That doesn't make sense.
No, it does not. I'll take another Matt Roy goal tonight.
Oh, Matt Roy is so valuable to this team, but we don't need him for goals. We need him to do what
Yeah.
he does and do it well.
Be physical.